into the top of the table for Bayern and Dortmund this past weekend, of course, to keep themselves in prime position to win the title and, of course, become second, respectively. But what about the chasing pack? How do they get on? We'll take a little look next. Right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. We look forward to match number 20 over in the Bundesliga, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe, like it, bang the old things, Bundesliga related, Batman Rose related, world football related. We're all here, boys. Under one Ruski, that's right. Bayern and Dortmund flashing the goals in, of course, looking absolutely better than everybody else at the moment, of course, and they're breaking away from the chasing back as well. But who was in trouble down the foot of the table? We'll look at it, all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs there, the Patreons, guys. Thank you for your love, and if you want to help us out as well, check out that link down below, patreon.com/Roseys. So let's get cracking then, have a little look then, shall we? Here we go. Of course, Köln against Bayern ended up as a big 4-0 win for Bayern to put themselves at the top of the table, or remain top of the table with 46 points on the board as well. Stuttgart did get beat by Leipzig. We're on the climb up to 7th right now at long last. Augsburg picked up a nice draw against Frankie, a 1-1 draw in the end. Gladbach beat Bayern one week, failed to deliver at home the next week, 2-1 loss against Leverkusen. Dortmund though put 5-1 past Freiburg to remain, of course, 6 points adrift of Dortmund. Of course, Freiburg's European hopes dented with that heavy defeat as well. Union Berlin picked up 2-1 over Hoffenheim, of course, to move up to 5th in the table. Goodness gracious me. Wolfsburg picked up a draw against Berlin. Of course, Mainz beat Bochum as well, 1-0 win. Of course, and Bielefeld and Greuther, 2-2 draw for the strugglers at the moment. That's, of course, the state of play in my picks. What about, of course, the prediction? Well, I take a look at the Bundesliga table as we see here. Bayern, of course, 46 points. Dortmund, of course, second, and with 40. Leverkusen and Hoffenheim make up the power forward. Down the foot, it's Greuther going down still. Stuttgart in a bit of trouble. Bielefeld as well, also not out of the woods at the moment. That's, of course, the state of play there. What about the state of play in our prediction league? Well, this is for this week and this below. Take up our shepherd. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Of course, kicking ass, taking in for the big shout out to my patrons there, also representing the brand respectively. A big shout out to you guys for your support and your continued support, as well as future support as well. Take a look at, of course, the overall leaderboard for this part of the season. This is the back end. Bianca Muller kicks ass, takes names. Of course, Shepherd also up there, and Vinny Hong doing the business. And again, once a big shout out to the patrons again. The patrons will get access to the master leaderboard. As for the rest of you guys, you just have to wait and see until the end of the month to see who is in charge as well. Of course, if you want to get involved with the channel, patreon.com/Roseys. Check out the details in the description below. Take a look at, of course, the next round of matches then, shall we? There's no rest for the wicked here. Come on then, computer. Come on then. Here we go. I don't know what's up with the machine today. It's just shitting a brick. I think I'm putting it through its paces. Anyway, that was the link right there. Come on, fella. No. That's the link right there. Cut your Fortress Bundesliga. Get in amongst it. Now we're going to take a look at the next round of matches. So you might have already a sneak peek as to who I think will win the next one. Hertha Berlin up against Bayern, of course, locking horns this coming weekend. Let's just kick it all off with, of course, the big one there, really. Well, not really big one. It's Hertha Berlin up against Bayern. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Now, these two sides will take place. And the Olympic Stadion, of course, played each other 46 times in 1997. 5 wins for Berlin. 30 wins for Bayern, of course, 11 draws, of course. Hertha Berlin coming to 50% form for them. Just 1 and 4 at the moment up against Bayern's side, winning 5 of the last 6. 83% form as well right now. Of course, coming at you though, last time over in Berlin was a 1 win for Bayern. That was, of course, back in February 2021. They won 1, 2, 3, 4 in the bouts against Hertha Berlin. Of course, and Hertha's last win, you want to look at that? Their last win over Bayern was way back in September 2018 in Berlin. Of course, coming at you though, Berlin picking up a 0-0 draw against Wolfsburg last time. Of course, Bayern did beat did beat Köln last time, a 4-0 win for them as well. Look at the odds on this one. We have Bayern coming at you 92 on for the 2-1 long shot. That is your hosts. That's Hertha Berlin. 11-2 is your draw. Going to go with the win for Bayern. Of course, we are to take to the house. Bit of a tabletop and crutch clash here. Hoffenheim up against Dortmund. Big chance for Hoffenheim to close the gap on the top two. Now, these two sides played each other 29 times since 2008. 7 wins for Hoffenheim, 12 wins for Dortmund, and 10 draws. Just one defeat, about 6 games for Hoffenheim at the moment. 67% form up against the Dortmund side, who have lost just once at the past 6. 75% form for them as well. Last time around, over in Hoffenheim was a 1 win for Dortmund back in October 2020. They also played each other this season, way back at the start of the campaign. 3-2 win it was for Dortmund in Dortmund. 3-2 win indeed. Hoffenheim picking up a 2-1 loss against Union Berlin last time around. Of course, Dortmund picking up a 5-1 win over Freiburg last time around. Look at the odds on this one. Of course, Locking Horns on Saturday, January 22nd, 21-10 is your Hoffenheim, 11-10 is your Dortmund, 11-4 is your draw. A 2-1 win for Dortmund on the road here, and a big win for them to climb the bloody ladder, or at least close the gap. RB Leipzig up against Wolfsburg, then shall we, of course, on Sunday as well. the Red Bull Arena. Those are 11 times, 2011, 7 for Leipzig, 4 for Wolfsburg, 6 draws. Of course, just 1 defeat the past 6 games for Leipzig. Against Wolfsburg side, just won once the past 6 for them, 25% form as well. Last round, of course, over in Leipzig was a 2-2 draw way back in May 2021. They also played this season in Wolfsburg. It was a 1-0 win for Wolfsburg way back when. Leipzig picking up a 2-0 win over Stuttgart last round. Of course, Wolfsburg picking up a draw against Hertha Berlin. In fact, they've gone back-to-back. 3-game goalless scoring affair for Wolfsburg at the moment in the Bundesliga. That's important to say there. So they need a goal as well. Look at the odds here. 2-1 on Leipzig, 5-1 on long shot. That's Wolfsburg, and 10-3 is the draw. Are Wolfsburg in trouble? Going to go with 2-1 for Leipzig here to take it to the house. Gladbach up against Union Berlin, who had a fantastic season. Again, they continue to defy the odds over at the Borussia Park. Picture the 6 times 2010s, 2 wins apiece and 2 draws. Just 1 win to 6 though for Gladbach at the moment. 25% form. Up against the Berlin side, Union Berlin side, just 1 defeat the past 6 for them. 58% form as the moment. Of course, last round in Gladbach was a 1-1 draw for Gladbach. That was back in September 2021. Of course, they also played this season in Berlin. Way back at the start of the season, it was a 2-1 win for Union Berlin. Gladbach coming into this on the back of a 2-1 loss against Leverkusen. Of course, Union Berlin picking up a 2-1 win over Hoffenheim. Look at the odds on this one then, shall we? Gladbach 11-10 for the victory, 11-5 is your away win, and 13-5 is your draw. Gladbach should win this one. I know their form is hot and cold right now, but they should win this game. Freiburg kicking on forward though, up against Stuttgart, of course. Freiburg doing all right. Stuttgart doing pretty shit at the moment. Of course, played the 46 times since 1993, 15 wins for Freiburg, 25 wins for Stuttgart, and 6 draws. Of course, just 1 win in a 5 for Freiburg at the moment, 50% form. Up against the Stuttgart side, just 1 win and 6 for them, 33% form for them as well. Last round over in Freiburg was a 2-1 win for Freiburg. But back around about this time last season, 23rd of Jan 2021. They also played this season way back at the start of the campaign in Stuttgart. It was a 3-2 win for Freiburg as well. Moving forward, of course, Freiburg did lose to Dortmund heavily last round. Of course, Stuttgart did lose to Leipzig 2-0 last round. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-game scoreless affair for Stuttgart. In fact, 4-game scoreless affair. They did score against Wolfsburg way back when. Look at the odds on this one then, shall we? Have 65 on Freiburg. 60-5 is your away win, and 30-5 is your draw. Going to go with Freiburg here. It's 1-0 win, just enough to get over the line, and 3 points to boot. Greuther Fürth up against Mainz now, shall we, over in Greuther Fürth. Now this is the time to get some points to the board for Greuther Fürth. These two side players 24 times since 1997, 30 wins for Greuther Fürth, 8 wins for Mainz, and 3 draws. Of course, Greuther Fürth just 1 defeat of the past 5 games for them, 42% form. Up against the Mainz side, 1-3, lost 3, and the last 6, 50% form for them as well. Last round over in Greuther Fürth was in the DFB Pokal way back in October 2016. Last time they played though in the league was way back in January 2013. It was a 3-0 win for Mainz, and they also played this season in Mainz. It was a 3-0 win as well. Greuther Fürth did pick up a draw against Bielefeld last round. Of course, Mainz picked up a 1 over Bochum last round. Look at the odds on this one. Greuther Fürth 50-4 for the victory, 11-8 on is your Mainz, and 35 is your draw. Consider me crazy on this one. Going to go with a win for Greuther Fürth here. 1-0 win for them to get another win in the W column. But of course, I think the season is already over. Leverkusen up against Augsburg then, shall we, on Saturday. Of course, these two sides play each other going on my eyes around about 23 times since 2008. 15 wins for Leverkusen, 1 win for Augsburg, and 7 draws. Just 1 win and 6 though for Leverkusen at the moment. 33% form up against the Augsburg side. Just 1 win and 6 also at the moment. 42% form as well. Last round over in Leverkusen was a 3-1 win for Leverkusen. That's back in October 2020. They also played each other this season way back on August 28th. Big day in this house. 4-1 win it was for Leverkusen in Augsburg. So Leverkusen unbeaten against Augsburg at least at the last 6 occasions. It goes longer than that. A long time. In fact, the last time Augsburg picked up the W against Leverkusen was I don't even know. I'm looking all the way back to 2008. There was a friendly win. But to be honest with you, Leverkusen like playing Augsburg. Of course, Leverkusen coming into the back of a 2-1 over Gladbach. Augsburg picked up a draw against Frankie. Of course, that's around. Leverkusen on this was 94 on for the victory, 10-3 is your draw, 61 is your long shots. That's Augsburg for me. Going to go with a 2-0 win for Leverkusen on this one at home to take the points and, of course, keep their dreams for Europe alive. Frankie up against Bielefeld on Friday night. Now, these two sides, of course, played each other around about 17 times since 1999. 7 wins for Frankie, 4 for Bielefeld, and 6 draws. Just 1 defeat in the past 6 games for Frankie. 67% form up against the Bielefeld side. Also 1 defeat in the past 6, 58% form for them as well right now. Last round in Frankie, it was a 1-1 draw back in September 2020. They also played this season in Bielefeld. At the start of the campaign, it was a 1-1 draw as well. Frankfurt also coming into this on the back of a draw as well. 1-1 it was. And Bielefeld also a 2-2 draw against Greuther Fürth. Smells like a bloody draw, doesn't it? Frankie, though, 11-8 on for the victory, 7-2 is your away win. That's Bielefeld, and 11-4 is your draw. I'm going to go with Frankfurt here, despite the fact that there's draws all over the place on this one. 2-1 win there for Frankfurt to take the odds, to take the win. Bochum up against Köln, of course, the last game on this match day, of course, played each other according to in my eyes, around about 32 times since 1992. 11 wins for Bochum, 17 wins for Köln, and 4 draws. Just 1 win and 5 though for Bochum at the moment, up against the Köln side. Just 1 defeat the past 4, 58% form as well. Last time around over in Bochum was a 2-0 win for Köln back in August 2018. Of course, the one it was a 2-0 win in the Zweite Bundesliga. They also played this season in Köln. It was a 2-1 win for Bochum, for Köln as well. Yeah, so of course, Köln actually though, Bochum picked up a loss against Mainz last time around. Of course, Köln picked up a loss against Bayern as well last time around. Look at the odds: 11-5 is your hosts, 6-5 is your away win, and 12-5 is your draw. I think this will be a draw here, 1-1 right down the middle. I think Bochum will be the happier with the point. That is it, my friends, on this one. Of course, be sure to get your picks in as well using the link here, cut.me/Bundesliga. It's all a good bit of fun. Get your name in lights. Also, if you're a Bundesliga expert, or you consider yourself a Bundesliga expert, or basically if you want to make Bundesliga content, get involved with me. Put your details in the chat section down below, or better still, follow me on Twitter, DM me directly and say, hey, I want to make some content. I want to be part of this party here. Of course, the Avengers are slowly but surely taking shape behind the scenes. It is a slow, winding process, but we are trying to get over the line. And maybe, just maybe, you'll see the benefits of that Avengers search next week, maybe a couple of weeks, we'll see, because it's slowly but surely, and you could be still part of it. I'm still, of course, on the lookout for personalities just like you. Anyway, until then, guys, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. See you soon for the next one, of course, whenever that is.